Guys, I'm back. What's going on? So, it's been a little while. It's been a couple of weeks, in fairness. And here's my dog, little Bun Bun. Here she is. I actually... Bun Bun, she does what she wants. I actually have been so busy, like just generally with work, back to back. Come on, sit down, Bun Bun. Come on, sit down. And I've always got to put the business first. So as much as I love filming, as much as I love doing the content, which I do, I absolutely love it. There's always got to come a point where when we're busy, which we are now, especially in summer, we've got events companies and what else have we got? We've got all sorts, carpentry companies we're working with, engineering companies we're working with, that we're just so busy. Come the summer, we're absolutely flat out. So we're really, really busy. I'm slightly lighter on the ground as regards to team, not as much team as I had. So that's fine, that's cool. And I'm having to do a lot more hands-on than I was at one point, which is absolutely fine. I actually love it, to be fair. It's trying to make sure everything fits, because every day I'm like up at 5:30, partially driving at the moment. Sometimes I'm driving for a couple of days straight, as in obviously having breaks before any of the driving police jump on that. Actually, I'm sleeping. What I mean is I'm driving, like the hours that I'm working, I'm driving. Whereas before, at one point, I was in the unit in here all the time, correlating all the lads, doing everything from here on a computer 12 hours a day. And I'm back out on the road again. I'm on the road again.
All right, that's what I like to hear, man. Shrek and Duncan, two stalwart friends off on a whirlwind big city adventure. I love it. On the road again. Sing it with me, Shrek.
Oh, donkey, Shrek. And it's great. It's all good. It's just different to what I was doing. And I feel like in the business, in any business, you've got to constantly adapt to what's needed at that time. And at this time, it requires me to be doing almost everything again. Well, I was doing everything anyway, but I had guys driving a lot. And although we still have drivers and stuff like that, it's not as much as it was. So it's cool. I'm on the road again. I'm in the van. It's not a problem. Just while I wait for this operator's license. And that's why I've been a bit quiet, guys, because my whole YouTube channel is about us going from vans to lorries and HGVs and haulage, and it's been quiet on that side. A little bit of something for full transparency. My operator's license, the first time I went for it, got refused after 8 weeks of waiting, and about cost me £500 and something for the application and for the newspaper. At the end of it, what happened was I actually put the advert that you have to put an advert out. I put it in the wrong newspaper. Now, I wasn't told which newspaper, and I wasn't told until after 8 weeks that it wasn't in the correct one. I had no idea, because this is new to me. So that's a mistake that I made. I hold my hands up. Anyone new into this industry, anyone that wants to get an operator's license, whatever you do, make sure you put it in the right newspaper, and it has to be in a newspaper that has the announcement portal. So if you want me to help out on that, I can offer advice. I don't know, for your area, I don't necessarily know your newspaper. For me, it was the Gloucestershire Echo and the Citizen. So that's all been corrected now. Just waiting on a response on that. So hopefully I don't have to wait another 8 weeks on that, because it's expensive and it's costing me every time, and just waiting. They try and answer your questions, but they're not the quickest because they've got so much going on apparently. So ideally, in the next few weeks would be amazing, because I'm just ready to push that button. The deposit's on a truck, which we can tweak and change. I just want to get a truck on the road now, because we're getting work for 18 tonners and 7.5 tonners quite regularly. I'm just bringing in service partners at the moment, but I want to be doing that internally. I want to be running our own trucks. As much as it's nice to provide work for the people, I want to keep it in-house. So that's why I've been a bit quiet in here, guys, because there hasn't been much movement on that. And I'm like, do you know what? There's no point me recording a video if I'm not going to bring value to you. I'm not like going to just put random videos out for the sake of it. I don't see a point. It's a waste of time. I don't want to waste your time. I don't want to waste my time. I want to bring you value. I want to bring you entertainment. I want to bring you videos that you can watch and go, that was a good video. I got a lot from it. That's what I want to bring to you. And if I can't bring that to you at any point, I'm not going to do it. Just to hit an algorithm, just to go, I'm posting every week at this time. But if you're posting content that's no good, what's the point? I would rather give you proper content that's actually valuable, that's actually going to help you in your journey, or if you wanted to get into this industry in the HGV side, or if it's something that you're just interested in, if it's something that you're already into, if there's content that someone will bring in which will be around the vehicle that we get, and setup and the problems that I faced and the good, the bad, every single step of it. I want to bring all of it to you. So that's why I haven't posted so much recently. I'd rather be transparent, and I'm always going to be upfront about that. And there's no point beating around the bush. It is what it is. We're super busy, which is very, very, very positive, and I'm grateful for it. It's a lot at the moment, taking on a lot and constantly taking on more. Even just now, I was just going through some of the invoices and just looking at the work that we've got going on. It's fantastic. It's even today. I mean, just take that as an example. We've had 7.5-ton loads, 2 7.5-ton loads. We've had van loads. I've been out and done some work for a distribution centre, buyers, and I've done loads of runs from Gloucester to Bristol, back to Gloucester to Bristol and back, and we've been really busy this week. We've even now got into sea freight, and we're getting into air freight as well. So predominantly we've just been doing road, and then I've come across an opportunity, which means one of my clients wanted some stuff moving over to Guernsey, so I've had to learn all of that. So we've just sorted that out. I did the road side of it today. I got one of our guys to go pick up. It was a pallet, 2.4 metre length by 1 metre width by 1 metre height. It's nothing mega, not even heavy either, like 250 kilo. So I had one of my guys collect that from Oxford to take that to Southampton. We've just done some of the paperwork. I've got to finish some of the paperwork. It's 6 o'clock on Friday, so it's not going to get finished now. It'll be first thing Monday. But that should be in Guernsey. It's usually 3 working days, so hopefully Wednesday, Thursday, we should have that in the Guernsey for my client. And that could be a regular thing. So that's been a whole new thing in itself, because I've known, phone's going again, something out, customer there, client. It's been learning that, understanding that, because that's new to me. Road, I kind of know on the courier side. I'm now obviously getting into the seaside, and the air side, and being able to offer that now as a service is brilliant to my existing clients, but also to new clients. So if you're somebody that needs any road, sea or air freight going, moving, let me know. It's sam@spflogistics.co.uk. You'll find it on my website as well if you want to send an inquiry through there. So yeah, we're looking to expand, continue the growth. Bit setback from the operator license thing, a bit frustrating, but it is what it is. I'm learning all the time, guys. Like, this is not... This channel is not going to be me sugarcoating everything. It's me just showing you and explaining to you the reality of what's going on, what's happening, what I'm doing, what I'm dealing with, so that you can learn from it. But my videos, when I was posting consistently for those however many weeks, my videos went from like 200 views to like 1,000 views to 2,000. I got like 7,500 on one video, and then it's been like 2,000, 1,000, and to do that in that space of time, I'm so happy with, and I'm very, very grateful for it. And I just want to make sure I'm bringing you content that, again, is decent. It's not a waste of your time. It should be good. And if it's not going to be good, I'm just not going to put it out there. So just know that when I'm in a quiet period on the YouTube side, I'm working real hard on the business, and I'm wanting to put good content out. So as soon as we get that operator's license, as soon as I get that truck, so as soon as we get the O license, I'm doing a video on that. I'm going to show you every single thing, step by step, of what I've had to do, what I've been through, like what I've had to know, what I've had to learn, what I've made mistakes on. So if you want to go down that route, like, you know what it takes, you know how to do that, and hopefully you can do that without going through the mistakes and going through the things that I've learned. Hopefully it'll fast track you a little bit. And once we get that the truck, I want to do a whole video on the truck, where it is. I'd like to film a whole day, actually, when I go and collect it, when I pick it up, when I bring it back. I'll even go through like insurances, taxes, all the costs around it. I'll probably show you the spreadsheet that I've got of my expected costs as regards to running it, so from fueling it. Another one as well. Bear with me, guys. Interestingly, that was not a client. That was my brother-in-law. He had a question, and I spoke to him real quick. So yeah, so going back to that, I'm looking forward to bringing more content again and making it meaningful, and I can't wait to bring some videos on the truck, how I got there. I'm even going to do a video on how I got into logistics and started as a courier, and how I started off with renting a van, and how I slept in that van, and I worked, and then just how I've grown it. I'm actually going to do a video as well on my business. So this past year, like what we've done, sort of bit on the turnover. What's the saying? Profit is vanity. Turnover is vanity. Profit is sanity. Going through that, and I keep seeing, and maybe you guys see this as well, I see it in the news of haulage firms going under, and I saw one recently that had 100 trucks. I think he had 140 staff, something like that, with office staff and depots, and going under, having problems and administration. And it just shows you that, I saw one company recently that went under. They had, like I said, 100 trucks, 140 odd staff. The turnover was somewhere around 18 to 20 million, and this past year they dropped it to 15 million, which you could say is 5 million turnover less. And I think it was something like their profit went down to like between 500,000 to $1 million. Now you think that's the percentages on that. What's that? 5, 6, 7, 8, 7% profit-ish. Some companies don't even make 5% profit. And shifts in the market, things happening, things changing, that can have such a big impact. And it's crazy to see that a firm like that, been going for 75 years, it's now gone under. Now, that's sad in one sense, because that's someone started that 70 odd years ago and grew that a family business, and then blah, 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 blah. But not only that, it's the fact that that's taken so long to do, and it can happen to anyone at any time. I know a company that they repossess lorries, and sometimes I go to the yard. They're not a million miles away from here. I go and see them, see what they've got for sale. And sometimes I go there, and I went there one day, last time was probably a couple of weeks ago, and they had 25 DAF CF tractor units. They're all between 10 and 15 grand each. Reasonably low mileage, not mega low, like somewhere between 250 to 400,000 kilometers. And literally the guy was like, oh yeah, so we repoed these a few days ago, and they all came in at once, and it's 25 lorries, and I didn't know when they would land, but literally overnight they went from being repoed to being in our yard. And I'm like, what? Like, that's a company that's gone under, that owed money on those lorries, and they just got straight up repossessed. And it's crazy. They're sitting there, and then they're selling them, and then they sell them for the repossession company. They take a cut, and then that's the way the world works. It is what it is. And being in the position that I'm in, and starting off in this industry, reasonably young in the industry, getting into the haulage, the HGV side, starting from scratch as a courier, and then now building. It's eye-opening to see, and you got to learn from that. You got to take some lessons from that, to be like, it doesn't matter how big you are, you can go under. Anyone can go under. And at the end of the day, business is never going to last forever, because it might get passed from generation to generations, but whether that business gets sold, whether that business runs out of money, or whatever happens, at some point it will come to an end, because that's just how life is. But you want to run it as long as you can, and be consistent as you can, and grow it as much as you can. So yeah, going to have loads more videos coming, loads more content coming, but the content that I'm going to put out, just know that it's going to be of value. And if at any point I don't have as much, like recently I haven't had that much to actually go into and bring you sort of value, then I'll just put a pause on it. It's not a bad thing. I'd rather be honest. I'd rather do that than put out videos every single week, and then you guys sort of sit there and go, what a waste of 15 minutes that was. I'd rather go, right, this is full of jam-packed of like value stuff you can physically take away with and work with and use, than not. So bear with me, guys. Thanks for watching this video. Stay tuned, like, comment, subscribe. Loads more content coming as always, but going to be good stuff. And I'm excited for what's coming. There is a lot happening at the moment, and there's a lot more. I'm going to go into details in subsequent videos. So keep watching. I'm always going to keep it real. I'm always going to be myself, and I know there's content creators out there, and it's funny calling myself a content creator, because to be honest with you, I really just like my business and I like to document it. And from the content I've put out there, I've had so much positive feedback. Interestingly, I've had a little bit of negative, but do you know what? I actually don't care, and it's actually funny. So anyone that wants to leave, if anyone wants to take the time and comment on a video, one of the videos I got like 7,500 views, and there was comments on there, must have got 50 plus comments, like, some were really positive, some not. But you know what? If someone's going to actually sit there, I had one guy was back and forth, and I'm commenting. I'm actually just like having fun with it. Like, I think he thinks he's getting to me. I don't care. And I'm just back and forth. I'm like, this guy literally has time to sit and just think of things to negatively comment on my video, when all I'm going to do is put out like good content for people to watch. I'm like, it's just hilarious that like this guy's actually got that time. Another little keyboard warrior back in Nottingham, where I'm from, NG3, we would just go waste man, like total waste man. And they're out there, you know. At the end of the day, I wouldn't even comment on someone's video. You know, if I saw a video of someone that was like showing their journey, growing their business, trying to bring value to people, I just wouldn't even comment negatively. If there's some like constructive criticism, I'm like, you know, actually I could help this guy by saying X, Y, and Z. I probably would put it, but I would do it in a way where I'm like, dude, by the way, don't know if you've thought about this. You could try this. This could help you. But there's people out there that just want to suck you dry of all your energy, steal all your time, comment just ridiculous comments, and just be utter waste men. Not everyone. In fact, most people and most of you guys are really cool and really sound. And yeah, more content to come. Another one I've just thought of is the Malvern Truck Show. That is going to be in about 3 weeks. So I will document that as well. I'm going there with my little lad whose birthday is the day before. So that is going to be a big truck show. Stay tuned for that. The last one that I did was a charity show, so it was kind of small. But this is going to be a very, very big one. And there's some big names going to that. So watch out for that. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.